Yo, welcome to the stream, Zodo. Hello, hello. The new GI quest last time? Wait, which one is this one? Is this the one about, like, Varka? The Varka one wasn't too long, I think. No, I mean, like, which quest in Genshin? Like, the Varka one with the Hexarai? That didn't take too long, though. But, I mean, there isn't really much to do about that anyways. I don't think that's not the actual story quest though. That's just like the Hexarai buff thing, the witch's homework. That one is relatively short, I think. Yeah, but like I haven't actually started like the real the real Barca story quest. So I guess we'll probably do that one later if ever. Oh my god, everything here is always terrible. What the heck? Like, you know how rare it is for me to find anything that actually has any kind of crit stats on it? Like, what is this? Yeah, it's just the Hexarai quest, which is... It's... Okay, actually, if you're thinking about it from that perspective, it is a little bit long for a Hexarai quest, but it's okay, I think. You don't really get too much out of it, though, so I feel like... But you do need to activate it, though, because, like, otherwise you won't make use of most of like Varka's buffs, but yeah, it's kind of like other than that, it doesn't really do much. What is this? Ah, this is like the general exploration kind of stuff. Interplanar jump. Wait, actually, interplanar jump. Does that mean I actually haven't done interplanar jump yet? Might as well just try to do a little bit of these. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like clear through all the quests while yapping anyways in the meantime. I guess I'm just trying to like find stuff to talk about if ever. In case there's anything interesting that happened in your day, feel free to discuss also.
暇だし、何かゲームでもしようか。
Because I remember one of the funny things that happened yesterday is that like my boss was like telling me like, oh, you know, you have to go to like the main office tomorrow. It's like, huh? Why? It's like, oh, because like, well, we have a meeting, and he's also like, oh, but also don't no need to bring like lunch anymore because like someone will be treating the office to food, which is like nice, right? Felt a bit too fatigued again, just AFK'd in front of my PC. Yeah, it's honestly nice to chill. I mean, it's the weekend, but I think you do have work on the weekends, right? Yeah, so, you know, rest well, make sure not to get sick and all that. One of my coworkers just got sick, so it's kind of depressing. Although the hilarious thing was he actually sent me a message. Oh, you know, it's like, cause like I'm being assigned somewhere else, like new, like temporarily, kind of for a month or so. And he was all like, oh, you know, take care. Thank you so much for being my OICA. It was a really great opportunity working with you and all that. I was like, thanks for the message. So that's nice to hear. But also, don't write as if we're never gonna work again together. Like, I'm just being temporarily assigned somewhere for like a month. It's not as if we're never gonna see each other again. Like, don't talk like that. It's like, yo, it's like when you're saying, it's like, oh, my senpai. And it's like, what is your senpai doing? They're not dead. They're just like in college, like furthering their education, basically, you know? They're not gone forever. Yeah, I kind of felt like that moment. But yeah, oh wait, back to my manager. So he was like saying like someone's gonna treat the office. I was like, huh? Why? Is it someone's birthday? And he's like, you will see. It turns out it was his birthday. Today's his birthday apparently. So yeah, I don't know if he expected me to remember when his birthday was, but like in fairness, he doesn't remember my birthday either. There was actually 1 year that I planned to treat people in the office. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna order food. So I planned it with another coworker who had a similar close birthday to mine. So we were actually going to like split the stuff together. And then except that day, he ended up asking like, "Oh, hey, can you like go somewhere else?" It's like, "Huh?" But then like it's already like half the day. It's like, "Yeah, just like you need to like do something really quickly somewhere else." It's like, "Oh, yo, that's so hassle." It was like, "Okay, fine. I mean, I don't really have a choice." And it turns out, like, a few hours later, so I was already, like, in the different space, right? Oh, yeah, it's in the stream dark, right? Yeah, I just thought... Wait, actually, I didn't mention this yesterday, but, like, my boss was telling me, like, not to bring lunch and all that because, like, someone was gonna be treating us in the office about it. And I was like, what is that about? And it turns out, like, the one treating us in the office is him because it was his birthday today. Yeah, so I was talking about, like, back then, it was, like, a funny situation because, like, he also does not remember my birthday, so I feel like I'm not really obligated to remember his birthday that much, but yeah. And then he made me go somewhere else, even though it was like really troublesome. I was like, okay, fine. I mean, I don't really have a choice about it. And then later on, a bunch of the other managers are like, oh hey, like where's your you know, basically your subordinate? It's like, isn't she treating us the food today? And she's like, what? She was the one who bought the food. It's like, yeah, it's her birthday. It's like, oh my god. And he ended up calling me just to apologize because he didn't realize it was my birthday. Because like people were making fun of him. It's like, wow, you're so mean. She actually treated us food today and you like sent her somewhere else. She couldn't even enjoy the food that she ordered. I was like, yeah, that was on him though. So it's just why it's like I don't really feel that guilty about not remembering his birthday. It's like you also don't remember my birthday, so I feel like I'm not really obligated to anyways. There's so many people in life that I only remember, I think probably less than 10 people's birthdays, I think. I don't even remember any of my relatives' birthdays because it's just kind of like depressing to think about. But yeah, that's how it is. So apparently it was his birthday, but then I didn't even like the food that he got. Which I mean, he was nice enough to like treat everyone to food, but then like it was honestly not good. Oh, there's a chest here. Oh my god. I don't know. I have mixed opinions about celebrating my birthday because like last year I actually invited my friend out to for an advanced birthday thing because I hadn't seen her in a while and she's usually busy. So I was like, hey, you know, any chance you're free? Like, could we celebrate my birthday early? Things like that. It's my treat and all that. And she's like, oh my god, you're so lucky because I was coincidentally free and all that. So yeah, we hung out for a day. For well, technically mostly like just dinner and dessert and all that stuff. So it was nice, and then we chatted a lot. And then she forgot my actual birthday. She didn't even greet me on my actual birthday. So I was really like unhappy about that. Like, yo, like you didn't need to get me a gift or anything, but you could have at least just said happy birthday on my actual birthday. So yeah, like pretty much ever since then I don't really want to talk to her anymore. I mean, I greeted her on her birthday, just saying. And she didn't even like invite me out or anything. So like I feel like I'm holding a grudge. Yeah, so it's kind of unfortunate. It's one of those things that's just like really unfair sometimes. But that's how it is, which is why I don't really talk to her anymore anyways. Not that she ever really paid much attention either way, but still, right? It feels so unfair. Like, why are people like that, you know? Yeah, welcome to stream, Dragon Junwei. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Just kind of like exploring through a little bit. Trailblazemon Grand Challenge. What the? Oh, wait, this seems difficult. What is this? What the? This. Yo, this feels so random. I can't wait for 4.11 to try the new DU. Oh my god, I'm not even done with my own Divergent Universe yet. I'm debating if I should do it today, but then, like, oh, it's so lazy. But then eventually I kind of still need to do it anyways. Wait, what's this about? Is there a time limit for this? Yo, this is kind of scary. I'm terrible at games like this. Ah! No! Ah! Wait, did I get it? Actually, wait, how many? How do you... How many times do you have to do that for you to clear it? I feel like I didn't reach much very far anyways. I once planned birthday party, but I had to take my grandma to hospital suddenly. The next year COVID come and then I couldn't treat my friends till then and now we barely talk. Yeah, it sucks honestly. Sometimes it's better to just like celebrate by yourself and at least you get to do the things that you want to do. I didn't even reach 500 points. That was embarrassing. Wait, we're gonna try again because I feel like really irritated all of a sudden. But also, this character moves like really slowly, so it's kind of like troublesome also. No! Ah! Oh my god. Oh my god, that was cutting it close. No! No, I was so close to 500. Okay, never mind. I feel like if I spend any more time on this, I'm gonna start rage quitting on stream. So that's definitely not good for my heart. Zelda always hit a million point before moving on with the story. What do you mean a million points? What the heck? Oh, that one in Zelda's. Yo, that was crazy. Man, I don't know how you can do stuff like that. I'm absolutely terrible. Fine, we're gonna do like maybe like one. Actually, I don't remember how long a single round of Divergent Universe takes, but we will see, and then we will hope for the best or something like that. But honestly, sometimes I kind of like really like waiting till it's closed so that you can actually get more stuff. Like closer to the end instead of like having to rush through all of this. Insight mode! Yeah, nice. What is this anyways? Yeah, feel free to backseat as usual. I don't really mind either way. I mean, if I didn't like you guys, I would probably have banned you like ages ago anyways. Actually, I feel like I should probably change my tags, but then like, nah, it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Do people actually like watch streams based on tags? I don't really know. Are you max difficulty unlocked here too? I have no idea. Honestly, I don't really like doing this mode enough to remember things like that. Fire, quantum, or imaginary? Do I even... Wait, I do have quantum and imaginary, so there's that at least. Yeah. Yeah, feel free to backseat. Sometimes it gets difficult though, cause like sometimes you just wanna talk about things that are like super basic, and it's like, why do you not know that? Ugh. But yeah. But sometimes you can't really tell the difference between like backseating as opposed to like telling someone like a new discovery. Like even wait, I remember like yeah, this is you. Cause I realized we might as well try it. It's been literal months I think since the last time I did Divergent Universe. Wait, months? Has it been months already? I feel like it's been months. But yeah, there was this one time like I actually watched some. Wait, I think Zelda was also the same, right? Like you also did not know about the crafting bench, where you could, um, where you could actually pick a character to ascend and stuff to build, like a character to build. Yeah, that one. She didn't know about that. I said the problem was she's also Japanese, so it was like incredibly difficult to actually explain what I was talking about in the first place. Yeah, that was tricky. I mean, eventually I was able to figure it out. I mean, explain it to her, but then like, although I feel like in the end she didn't really like using it anyways. But like watching her level up stuff manually, like the old way, like the original old way was like such a pain. It was like, eventually I kind of stopped watching her as well because it's like I realized the communication issues were too bad, and I was like, I was not good enough at Japanese to be able to force having a friendship with this lady anyway, so it's like never mind. Oh, those are the days. I mean, I still follow her, but like, yeah. Do I even have enough? Okay, I guess. Not really the best, but then like, once had a friend in Genshin. She was a bit crazy. What? What was wrong with them? I haven't made any friends in Genshin in a long time. I think I'm just stuck at like 40 something. Because there aren't really much incentives to have friends in Genshin because like they don't have like the same system as in Honkai Star where you can like borrow support characters and all that. Should fights with family, locked herself in room, too much drama. Yeah. Too much drama. That's true. I did fight with a friend before because of things like that. Like she got mad at me for being like the type of person to complain too much, which is true. Okay, I complain a lot, but at the same time, I was like, yo, between in our friendship, she was the one who complained a lot more than I did because she was constantly fighting with her family, especially her sister. Her mom is like a single mom, I think, because her dad passed away a long time ago. But the crazy thing is, she was spending her dad's insurance money on Genshin of all things. Like I know I wail on Genshin, but like I use my salary money, not life insurance money. So that was also such a weird thing. Like she was actually the type of person to spend primo gems to refill resin, which I did not understand. That was such an expensive thing to do. Like why? She was super weird, but then she'd simultaneously like have terrible money management, and also wait, where did my mouse go? Wait, I can't click on anything. Okay, there, it went back. Yeah, it was wild. And then she didn't even. Okay, this is not a common thing. This is a thing that happens in the film. So basically, we have this concept of like a 13. Actually, do other countries have this? I'm not sure. Oh my god, my game died. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart the game, I think. It just kind of like crashed on me. I mean, still kind of alive. You can see my UID there in the corner, but like it's definitely dead. So I'm gonna restart that. But yeah, it was wild because she had such terrible money management that she didn't even understand the concept of a 13-month pay. Like she was a college graduate and she did not even know how it worked. She thought that as soon as you got a job, you would get an entire month's bonus in your first year, like regardless. I was like, you only get the full month's bonus if you worked the entire year. Like if you're new that you didn't work the entire year, let's say you came in at, let's say, October, that means you worked for 3 months. Your 13th month pay will be prorated to 3 out of 12 months. Like that's how it works. And she didn't know that. She was expecting to use that bonus money to buy a cell phone. Like she bought the cell phone and then realized belatedly she did not have the money to like actually pay for it. It's like, how does that even happen? That's like crazy. But she was also wailing on Genshin at the same time, so it's like, damn, like, why are you like this? So she would not listen to a lot of the advice that I kept giving her, so it just felt like talking to a brick wall. Like, she was younger than me, but like, it was just really irritating dealing with someone who keeps asking for your advice and then simultaneously ignores all of your advice. Like, girl, why are you talking to me in the first place if you're gonna be like this? I don't appreciate people like that. If I give you advice, listen to me, you know? Actually listen to me. If you don't want to listen to me, don't ask me for advice because I'm gonna feel very offended by you. Because like I give advice based on like logic and experience, you know? It's not really emotional. Like the emotional advice I give is just for funsies, but it's not actually what I expect you to do. But everything else is like based on like real life experience because I'm older than you, like that. So it was wild. And she was like such a dumbass. I didn't even know what to do with her anymore. Same thing happened to me with this girl in Indonesia. Oh my god. But yeah, like it's so crazy sometimes, like how you just get like a bunch of really weird people. Oh, this is enhancing blessings. I don't even remember what path I'm on right now. But man, it's I swear, it's like so damn troublesome to deal with people like that who just keeps asking for help but also not listening to anything you tell them. Like, why even go through all the trouble, you know? It's such a waste of effort. Energy? Advance? I guess that's fine. I know that feeling. I don't mind giving opinion, but if it feel like my opinion flew over their head, yeah, that's it. That's exactly it, you know? Like I'm not a therapist. If you're gonna do that, if you're going to like ask for advice and not listen to me, you might as well pay me like you do a therapist. Like what the heck? That was crazy. And I was just always like so irritated by that. And she had the gall to say that I was the one who liked complaining about things. Like I have more life experience than you. I mean, you're only a few years apart. But yeah. When she got mad at me, just like, nope, I just stopped talking to her. I didn't even block her. I didn't do anything because I wanted to see what she would do. And she unfriended me first. I actually found out because of Genshin that she unfriended me first. Not even through Facebook, not even through Instagram, but through Genshin. And then I realized after she unfriended me on Genshin, I checked on every other platform. She blocked me on Facebook, she blocked me on Instagram, she blocked me on Discord. That's like, yo, that's that's hilarious. Like she actually did Genshin first before anything else. Okay, yeah, okay, let's just get that one. And then eventually, she actually tried to add me back again. Just like, okay. I mean, I don't really want to, but I will see where this goes. And she did nothing. She added me first. I accepted her friend request again just to see if she would apologize or whatever. And she did nothing. I don't know if she thought that I was... Or I don't know if she expected me to apologize to her. But like... No, she was the one who fought with me and said a lot of stuff. She sent me paragraphs worth of text complaining about me and said that I was like a really spoiled person. Like, yo, that's crazy. I was listening to this girl cry and cry and cry about so many things. Like, she actually cried about her boyfriend breaking up with her because he wanted a family and she didn't want kids. And then she was like, but what if I tell him that I'm willing to adopt like adult children? It's like, what the fuck does that even mean? It's like you're gonna lie to him and say you're willing to adopt kids just to get this dude back? Like that is just damn, that's crazy. And it's like, there's no point lying about this nonsense because eventually you're gonna end up breaking up again anyway. So it's like I'm pretty sure he's cheating on you and then he actually he did have a history of cheating on her. And she forgave him, but then she has like PTSD for it. So, but like I have a feeling that he did end up cheating on her again. He just doesn't want to admit it. Now he's just making up excuses. But she was still so desperate. Yeah. Was she rich enough to wail? No, she was not. She definitely was not rich enough to wail. Like if you're gonna do that, like she was using her dad's life insurance money to wail on Genshin. Like, why? That was like one of the wildest things I ever discovered about her, but I kind of just ignored it because I was thinking, well, at least she's not asking me for money. And then she was also using her Primo Gems to like refill the resin. It's like, resin of all things? And you know how useless resin was in the early days of Genshin? There was nothing worth farming back then. Like even in the early stages, I already knew it was not worth all of that. But yeah. Paragraphs worth of text was just terrible. Like, who does that, you know? But anyway, she kept lying and trying to like talk to her boyfriend. At the same time, though, she was like super crazy about it. Like, you know, at one point, like she wanted to talk to her boyfriend about the serious discussions and all that. And then like his timing was kind of bad because I don't really remember why, but she was in a hotel that time. And then she was all like, hey, can we pause our discussion because my room service is here, I'm gonna eat. It's like, and when she told me that, she's like, you did not even need to tell him that you were eating food while having that discussion. He literally would have never known because you were just messaging each other. Like, that is so disrespectful that you're literally interrupting someone having a serious discussion with you just because they, oh, my room service is here, I'm gonna eat first. It's like, what? Like, damn. That was so embarrassing. It's like, yo, she has like no sense. She has no common sense, like at all. Now I understand why people in Genshin should be in a sheltered community with you folks. Yeah, we are. Yeah, I know, right? It was only through text. I told her he literally would not have even known what you were doing if you did not tell him, and yet you interrupted him in the middle of him having a serious discussion with you through text because you were eating room service. I was like, and then you know, kind of like the feeling like this friendship is going absolutely nowhere. It's just going downhill from then. But she was so obsessed with him. She kept trying to get him back. As in, she kept asking me for advice, and honestly, like I kept trying to help her, but I was like, internally, it's like, this guy does not want to be with you. There's literally no saving this relationship anymore. Yeah. It was supposed to be face to face, but I think he didn't want to like see her face to face because he kind of knew that she would go overboard. She's like kind of crazy also. She is a diagnosed narcissist. She also has anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder, which is like, wow, that's like the entire cocktail right there. That's so many things to see in a single person. And she's actually diagnosed with it, so that should have been a red flag from the beginning. Like, not that having mental issues in itself is a red flag, but like the narcissism was honestly the main clue. Yeah, that was a very big issue, honestly. Yeah, he kept pestering and pestering and pestering him to get back together with her, which is probably the reason why it's why they didn't actually have this discussion face to face. I think their main point was if you're writing it down, you can be more calm and like collected about it, and you can actually process your thoughts better. But yeah, narcissists are like the absolute worst people to deal with because pretty much it's like there's very few situations where you can kind of feel like they're doing something right. I don't know. I mean, okay, this is kind of like out of context, but like yeah, in a lot of situations they're usually operating on the behavior that would like benefit them the most, which is kind of difficult. So it's hard to have any serious discussions with them because they're just gonna like gaslight you, which is crazy because she also complained about her sister and her mom gaslighting her all the time. But she does the same thing. So yeah, the whole family's just terrible. Her sister's the worst though. I did not even like my friend by the end of it. I mean, obviously we're not friends anymore, but like damn, her sister was just absolute pain. Like she never helps out with the bills. And then she just keeps stressing out the mom. She keeps like threatening to leave the mom and like leaving the household so that she could like get what she wants. And then like her little sister, which was my ex-friend, was forced to go to therapy, but she refuses to go to therapy because she's like, because it's not my thing. It's like, man, some people are just really different sometimes. I have some experience. You can't really have a proper talk and like debate with them. Even if you corner their opinion, they just think they didn't hear it. Yeah. Yeah. They just kind of like throw everything back at you. You know, like when you tell them that you feel hurt because of something they did, and they're like, wow, so oh my god, that means I'm the worst person in the world. Like, honestly, sometimes you just want to say, yeah, you are. You are the worst person in the world. oh, oh my god. Yeah. Oh, good luck with your new glasses. Yeah. Take care. See you later. But yeah, sorry, this discussion got so heavy randomly. Like I don't even know how we got to this point. But yeah, that's how it is sometimes. Also, as a disclaimer, I will not be able to stream tomorrow because I have work tomorrow. Hooray! You can feel my absolute enthusiasm about the whole thing. And apparently, according to the previous team who also did a similar project to tomorrow, they're like, oh, last time we stayed from like 8 in the morning until 9 p.m. at night. It's like, yo, I just like call in sick? I really don't want to do this anymore. Oh god, that was so terrible. What? This would have been fine though. Oh well. Physical ice. Okay, ice is good. I think I actually didn't read that properly. Anyways, but yeah, so it's been a while. It's been how many years? I think. When did I stop being friends with her? 2022. I stopped being friends with her. Yeah, I stopped being friends with her in 2022. Like she was the one who introduced me to Genshin, but like it was wild. We stopped being friends because of Genshin. Like, oh Zoda, you might not know this, but actually you know the reason why is because I was like saying, you know, like back in the early days, like a lot of the stuff in Genshin was like not newbie friendly. Like everything was like region locked, you know, with Inazuma and like places like in Kanomino. It's like, well, how are you going to, you know, build characters in the future if like you always region lock everything? Like what will happen if you like, you know, get the new limited character and then you have to spend like I don't know how many weeks worth of story and content just to reach the new region and then stuff like that. Yeah, like those kinds of things are basically in general like quality of life changes. And I was talking to her about that. She was like complaining, saying like, "But you know, like newbies are gonna have it so easy. It's gonna be so unfair because we had to struggle through all of that, blah blah blah." And I was like, "But like, you're such a gatekeeper. Like, even for me, as like, I didn't start the game exactly when it came out, but I'm relatively speaking considered kind of a veteran also. And even for me, that would literally not affect me in any aspect at all. It would not. It would not be like detrimental to me if things changed, you know. Like I want more people to play the game. That's literally a good thing to keep the game alive. So it's like, and her entire focus is basically like, you know, people are gonna have it so easy. It's gonna make them like it's gonna be so easy for them to like catch up with us. And I was saying like, well, like for you, like you find the game really easy right now because you're a veteran. And she got so offended by that. She's like, I was really hurt when you said that I was a veteran. It's like, that's not even an insult. That's just straight up facts. It's like, why are you offended by me calling you a veteran? And then she really didn't want to see my point. So, like, I literally just sent her a meme of like, oh, imagine getting Dine Slave. And like, how are you going to build Dine Slave because you don't have its materials? And like, having to do like 7 regions worth of content just to get Dine Slave. And when I sent her that, she got even more mad at me. And then yeah, that's when she sent like the paragraphs worth of stuff complaining about me. It's like, oh wow, so apparently this entire time you kind of actually hated me. So that was crazy. Yeah. And it was just that. It started out with like such a petty discussion, but then I realized from that small discussion that her perspective on life is like very she's just really not a nice person, honestly. The fact that you can't even consider that other people would be having a difficult time with the game, it's like so narrow-sighted. And like if you love a game, you want it to succeed. Like why would you deliberately do things that would like, make it difficult for new players to like enter the market and all of that stuff. It was wild. But yeah. And then unfortunately for her, we actually fought in January. Her birthday is in January. And then I actually asked a bunch of people, like, hey, if you fight with your friend, but you already bought her gifts, would you still give her the gifts on her birthday? And every single person I asked said no. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, no, I wouldn't. I was like, okay, if that's the case, I didn't give her the gifts that I bought for her anyways. I ended up using it. The first ever mouse pad that I have, like the desk mat, actually, not, I guess it's bigger than a mouse pad. Yeah, like the full size desk mat that I bought for her, I ended up using it anyways. But yeah, it was like kind of sad. It's like, well, at least I got to use the stuff, but it was still a weird situation overall. 5%. What is this? Increase the speed. Okay, that's fine. Or I don't really look at the buffs anymore anyways. I think at this point you can kind of just like defeat everything by yourself like regularly without worrying about it too much. Can't even understand how those kinds of minds work. Yeah, I really couldn't either, honestly. Which I guess it was a good thing we stopped being friends, but like what a wild way to like end the friendship. Yeah, I'm getting too old for things like this. So yeah, that's why I'm very selective about making friends, because I don't want to repeat those kinds of mistakes anymore. Like, I know I'm getting older, but like the peace that you have with yourself or with like good friends is like a completely different ballpark. As opposed to like being stressed every single day because you know that you're gonna end up being bombarded with like messages from someone you don't want to hear from. Breaks and okay, break weakness. I guess that's fine. Same thing like why are people angry at whales for flexing the single player game they're supporting? Yeah, exactly. Like gacha games, free gacha games cannot survive without whales. That's literally how it works, I'm so confused at people like that. Like she was a whale but in like such a terrible manner. So I don't really know. I don't really think she contributed much in general. Most current people that I call friends are people I've been friends with for at least 6 to 12 years. Yeah, I don't really have that anymore. I think I only have like maybe 2 people that are like that. It used to be a lot more, but then I realized that they weren't really that good people either way. And then we're just like vastly not aligned on a lot of aspects. I'm still mad because like I did have a friend who I helped her out. She was selling merch. She actually made merchandise because that was her like passion and all that. So I was like, okay, so I ended up helping her out when she was like selling stuff in a convention. And then because I was the salesperson, I actually did so well at selling stuff that in a single day, like in one day, she earned over 25,000. And then her table fee was just like what, 1,000 something. So it was like an insane amount of money to get with like not much like effort because I was the one standing in front. She was like tallying up the receipts and stuff, but I was the one like trying to hot talk people and like basically drag people into like buying stuff and like sales talking them into buying more things that they didn't need and all that stuff. So at one point, like after the whole thing, because she told me how much she earned, right? She was like so happy, like, oh my god, I can't believe like I actually earned that much in a single day. And then she told me that she really appreciated my help so much that she wanted to give me like money. I was like, okay. And then she was like, you can't say no because I really, really want to give it to you. I was like, thanks for like helping out. It's like, oh, okay, if you feel that way, then yeah, I'd appreciate it. And she was going to give me like 5,000, which in retrospect is simultaneously like a large amount of money and also not a very large amount of money. And in the end, she never actually gave it to me. Like, we met a bunch of times after that, and she still never actually gave it to me. So I was, like, really irritated because it's like, why go through all the effort of telling me that you wanted to give me money only to not actually give it to me? It's like, it's not even about the money itself. The point is, it's like, if you didn't want to give me anything, you did not even have to tell me anything. And I would have been fine with it. But, like, yo, you promised to give me money and then you didn't. It's like, what? Like, that was so like, and then I ended up feeling guilty for like asking for it in the first place. It's like, I can't tell, like, was she testing me or something? Was she expecting me to reject her and say like, no, it's okay, our friendship is enough? But like, but you told me you wanted to give me the money and you wouldn't accept no for an answer. Like, I just didn't want to argue with that anymore. So it's like, but yeah, so that was also another thing that I just really hated about it. It's like, it would have been fine, like I was literally willing to help her completely for free. I didn't even care about that. I had a fun time selling things, but like, this is why like fighting with friends over money is like one of the worst things in the world. Because like, damn, it wasn't exactly like the only reason we fought, but like it was kind of like, for me, that was like a major issue in a sense. Because it was just like really disrespectful. Like, why go out of your way to like tell someone you're gonna give them money and then not actually give it to them? How did I lose so many curios? What the heck? I don't even know what's happening to my DU run anymore. I haven't paid attention to anything happening on screen. Money related stuff is always a very sensitive topic. Yeah. And she started it, honestly. Like, damn, like, this girl knows I spend money really easily. She actually knows how easily I can spend on my gachas. It's not even, like, about the monetary value itself. It's the principle of the matter. This is what I always talk about. Anytime that I argue with someone, it's always about the principle of the matter. It's not the actual monetary value. Like, before, I ended up getting, like, really mad at my cousin for, like, not... from borrowing money from me and not returning it. And then my parents were like, but it's okay, it's just like 8,000 pesos. It's like, again, it's not about the 8,000. It's not that. It's the fact that you borrowed money and you promised to pay me back. You were the one to tell me that you were gonna pay me by a certain point in time. And then later on, I have to be the one to keep asking you, is like, hey, is everything okay? Like, what happened? I thought you said you were gonna pay me. And then I have to be the one who has to like kind of beg for it. And even for you just to end up throwing it around and saying like, oh, sorry, I can't because, this and this and that, whatever reason. And I have to feel the dumbass, like a dumbass who say, oh, okay, I will accept your reason. Even though it's like such a stupid reason. Like, bro, how? Like, imagine, like, my cousin is 10 years older than me. 10 years. And she was not even able to pay me back 8,000 pesos over the course of a year. A year! And my dad's all like, but it's okay. I mean, like, maybe she didn't have a job. Maybe she didn't do the... But it's like, this is the same girl who was still taking, like, her regular gym classes, who was still hanging out with her friends, eating at restaurants, and doing all sorts of regular activities. And you're telling me that in the course of an entire year, she was not able to even save 8,000 pesos? Like, it would have been honestly better if she had just told me, like, hey, sorry, I can't pay you back. It's like, is it okay if you just waive the loan or whatever? And like, even for me, like, that would have been much easier as opposed to you dragging out the issue for an entire year. Like, this is why I also don't lend people money. I refuse to do that now because it's like, I have too much trauma with people like betraying my trust. It's like, why are you like this, you know? Again, it's not even like the monetary value itself. Like 8,000 is nothing. You can if you have a regular job, you're gonna be earning that in like in a couple of days, honestly. But like, damn, like why? You know, you're willing to ruin like and that time she was actually my favorite cousin. Like we were the closest among all of our cousins. Like we'd always like chat and everything. But then like after that, if you kind of feel like there's like an irreparable like break in your relationship. Like even if you get better, like you will never really forget what that person did to you. And like that sticks in my mind, you know. Like people might think I'm petty, but like that matters to me because it's a matter of your morals and your principles, you know. It's not the fact that we're friends that you can just like break that so easily. Like you made a promise and like, you broke it, which means in the future you could just as easily break even more important promises. And like I don't trust that because money matters are honestly should relatively speaking be one of the easiest, most straightforward ways to like fulfill a promise. Like unless you're like actively like in debt, which is a different matter. But again, if you're like truthful about it and just really genuinely say cannot pay you back because I have this situation, and then that's fine. But like don't keep lying about it and saying like, oh, this thing happened, that thing happened, and whatever random different excuses every single time. It's like, wow. Like, wow, what am I to you? Like an ATM machine? Nope. This is not how our relationship is like. Oh my god. I feel like I've gone on such a long rant. Oh my god, all of my past traumas coming out again. Uh yeah, that's how it is sometimes when I go on a tangent. And I'm supposed to be thinking about other things, but like, nope. Okay, I have no blessings. I mean, no additional blessings to get. I had only one experience with friends borrowing money, but opposite of your situation, they immediately try to pay it back after a few days, is expecting them to pay back after a week or two. Yeah, that's good. That's good. At least that kind of people, I feel like you're more likely to trust, right? Because that means they have like the sense of responsibility towards you, right? That means they care about you. They care about keeping your relationship intact, you know? Well, either that or they could be like just embarrassed about like borrowing money in the first place. But still, you know, that's still okay, I think. At least you're operating with like good faith. Uh wait, why do I have this already but it's still here in the shop? This is confusing. What is this? DOT? Nope. What is this? Murmur? Ah, okay. Oh. But yeah, sometimes you really will meet like all sorts of people in your life. And a lot of them will not be for the better. I think we're close to the end, right? Okay, okay. Let's see, what else is this? I don't know. I'm not very good at like picking buffs to upgrade anyways. Sometimes I just go like all out for it. Oh, weakness break. Mm-hmm. Okay, last boss, here we go.
運試しと行こう
力を合わせて
開幕の時
I also have some group of friends in the GC kind of fade away because of difference in hobbies, but we always chat at least 2 times in a year for Xmas and New Year. Oh my god, at least though, that's good at least. Yeah, I can't hold a group chat's attention to save my life. This is why I like the Discord, honestly. I realize I can just post as much as I want and like Whether you guys like it or not, you will just have to live with it because I am like that. I like sharing too many things. But it hurts sometimes. It's like before. That was the same behavior I had with my friends. I'd keep sharing stuff with them because like you know the usual like if I see something interesting, let's say on Instagram for example, I'll share it to you because this thing reminded me of you or it made me think that oh you might like this. And so I'd keep sending people stuff. And then like they'd usually just ignore it and then I tell them up front like hey I mean like is it I mean you don't need to really like reply or anything but even just adding like an emoji would have been fine at least I know that you watched it and that you appreciated what I sent you but then even after discussing this issue a bunch of times with my friends they kind of never really changed their behavior so it's like I just kind of gave up I realized like it wasn't worth spending so much of my energy on people who didn't actually care either way. So it's like that's why I stopped. And then I wanted to see if like they would actually pick up the slack and maybe like send me stuff in return. And then they never really did. So I also just kind of didn't want to bother. It's like sometimes when you feel like if you stop picking up the slack and then you want to see what the other person's reaction is and if they don't do anything to like try to fix the situation and then you know it's like not for you anymore like that's pretty much like the end of the friendship already because it's like difficult when you have like a one-sided friendship and like you realize you're putting in all the effort while the other person is just kind of like coasting along which kind of it builds resentment over time and just kinds of it just really makes you like exhausted having to put in all the effort with like nothing in return. So that's definitely one of the worst ways to live life. So I stopped doing that now. Discord is much easier because I don't really have to like do it one-on-one, I guess, if that makes sense. I will just like put it out into the void and hope someone will notice, kind of like that. But yeah. Just kind of going through a little bit. That didn't take that long. Maybe like half an hour, I think. Yo, welcome back. That was pretty fast. I applied no friendship degradation rule for me. As long as we don't have any negative stuff between us, if there's no connection for a long time, I'd still consider that a pause in friendship. That's good. Yeah. I have a lot of gripes with my friends. I've kind of just like given up on it though, because I'm so tired of like trying to fix something one-sidedly, and it's like it never really like resolves itself. Where is that anyways? This is upstairs, but how do you get there? Oh, is that in Graphia Academy? What the? Oh, there's so many of these. Oh, okay. Joke. I can actually do a bunch of different stuff then. Wait, maybe something easier. Is there an easy stuff to do here? Millennium Killer. Wait, that sounds important. The bigger the Primogem rewards, the more suspicious I am. Shopkeeper said to wait 20 minutes. I come back home. We'll go tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh, that's kind of like annoying though when they give you a time frame and then they just kind of back out on that. But okay. Hope you get your glasses tomorrow instead. One of my favorite experience in my room. So my one friend who contacted me for the first time in 6 years asked me if I want to play Tower Fantasy with him, so we did for the next 2 years after. Oh, that's good, that's good. Man, it's nice when you can share hobbies with people. My friends, I think that's also one reason why I didn't really like enjoy my time with my friends that much anymore. Like as we grew older, the stuff that we like just grew further and further apart. It's one of those things where I share more hobbies with them than they do with me, if that makes sense. Like with one of my friends, like she likes art, she likes reading. I do all of those things, but she doesn't like any of the things that I like. So, one time I actually invited her to watch Violet Evergarden with me, like one of those teleparty things on Netflix. And I say like, yes, finally, I'm gonna introduce one of my favorite series to one of my best friends. And the depressing thing is, like, she just kept asking so many questions non-stop while I was watching Violet Evergarden. Like, I had already finished the series, obviously. And this was literally just like first episode, and she just could not stop asking questions. And I was like really irritated by it because I was thinking like, if you were watching this show by yourself, would you be asking questions every time? Would you be Googling every single question that you have? No, you just sit there, watch, and enjoy, and then expect that in the future, in the later episodes, whatever questions you had will get answered. So like, why are you asking me now? And then kind of like expecting that I will spoil everything for you, and then basically ruining the entire experience, right? That was so annoying. I just couldn't get over it because she just would not stop asking and asking. Like I tell her like, are you sure you want to know this? It's a spoiler. She's like, yeah, go for it, because I'm never gonna continue watching anyway. It's like, then why are we watching now? So yeah, I think we only watched like maybe 2 episodes, I think, and then she just didn't want to bother. And like, with another girl, like she was so mad at me for like I tried to watch Oshinoko with another girl, and she just kept being like super judgmental about the whole thing. Like, okay, back then that was literally just the first episode. The first episode of Oshinoko was kind of like iconic, right? Because it was like really good. The series kind of got bad later on, but that's a different matter. But then she was so weirded out by like how, oh my god, the main character is like a full adult, but he likes like a young idol who's like only 16. Like she's like one of those people. So she just kept being super judgy about the entire thing. It's like, can you have some element of like at least like suspend your disbelief for a little bit just to actually watch the story and like understand it first before just commenting on every single aspect, you know? This is like, yeah, this is still fiction. You have to like at least have some sense of like why he is the way he is. And literally the reason why he liked that idol in the first place is because the patient that he was taking care of who died liked that idol, and he felt kind of guilty for her, and so he ended up liking that idol. So that's literally how it started. It's not because he had a crush on like a 16-year-old girl. Like, what the heck? But she couldn't just wrap her head around it. She just kept hyper fixating on that issue. Like, I couldn't just breakthrough, and I was like so irritated with her because, you know, the crazy thing is she's also one of those who likes Korean manhwas, and she reads a lot of those like princess reincarnation stories or princess stories in general. Like, do you think everything that happens in a princess story is always like, you know, perfect situation? No, you always have some shitty prince, some like evil character, a bunch of like suspicious nonsense or kind of like sus kinds of things happening, and like you're still able to enjoy your stuff. I don't know if it's just because it's like she doesn't like Japanese things and she's like racist towards it, because she seems to only like Korean stuff, but she can't seem to like anything Japanese. So it's just like really irritating. After that, I never even finished watching the first episode of Oshinoko with her because she was just like so irritated by it. Like that girl, the one who owed me 5,000, who told me that she was gonna give it to me and then she never actually give it to me. Yeah, right. Like, cause for me, in reality, I actually actively dislike those kinds of princess reincarnate. You know, like I was reincarnated as a villainous story. I find it like really irritating, cause like everything is just the same. Like, literally all of them are the same. Even their titles are all the same. It's like, oh, you know, I got reincarnated as the villainess, so I have to avoid all of my death flags. It's like, oh, I have to make sure that the prince falls in love with me. I have to make sure that the main character doesn't try to kill me. Like, it's all the same thing. And she's still okay with it. She still tolerates it. But like, I just ask you to watch one episode with me, and like and she can't suspend her disbelief for even one episode. It's like, yeah, I was so mad about that. This is why I can't even share my hobbies with people, because they're just so judgy so quickly without even understanding the story. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's true. Because I posted about that as well. Like, there's like so many tropes that just get so overused, and like there's not a single new plot at all, and like, I don't know. But this is why I don't like reincarnation stories. I mean, I tried. Actually, a lot of the manga that she liked, I tried reading all of them. And then like I really just couldn't enjoy it either. But it took me a long time. Like, I actually spent time and effort reading the manga slowly for her sake, because I wanted to like experience another thing that she enjoyed. But then like it was just so weird. Like the things that she thought was normal, it's like it's not normal. Like at one point, I think one of the characters like regressed back into being a child, and the main character was still a full-grown adult, and they still continued their relationship anyways. And like, how is that any different? Like, yo, the double standards were crazy. Like, oh my god, I'm going to like hyperventilate at this point. Like, I'm so mad right now. Like, wait, I'm gonna drink water first. I need to breathe. Like, my god, I need to breathe. The only manhwa that enjoys actually a story about an isekai tired office lady. She started making different kinds of tea. Oh my god, tea. I really like tea actually. But that sounds so calming, you know, better than whatever's like happening right now. The only actual like isekai story I like is like Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Like that's pretty much it. But I haven't been updated on some of the latest chapters too. Ugh. It's one of those things that because it's action based, it's actually like really difficult to read. Like I think before it was updating every week or something like that. But then, yeah, kind of just want to like let it pile up a little bit longer before reading a bunch in like one shot. Dogs watch TV? My old friend messaged me. He was in anime stuff too. We had nothing to talk about, so tell him Doki Doki Club coming to mobile. Then he straight up said stuff. What? Just trying to converse with topics you're both familiar, and that game is not even itchy. It's straight horror. Oh my god. Damn, that's so mean to say though. Like, what the heck? And you know how hard it is to actually like be close enough to someone that they would recommend stuff to you? Like if they actually recommend something like genuinely because they think you'll enjoy it and you just like shut them down, it's like, no, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. But yeah, it's hard. Like sometimes I realize that the scale of people who like anime is just like so vastly different. Because a lot of the guys that like if you're trying to like look through dating profiles and then you ask, and then there are guys who say like, oh, I like anime. And like you ask them, so like what anime do you like? And they literally just tell you only the big series and nothing else. I was like, do you actually enjoy those big series or are you just like watching them just for like the heck of it? Yeah, like you have to at least have some kind of diversity, you know. You don't just tell me like the top 5 anime of the season. Just yeah, the bandwagon. That's it. Yeah, you don't even like it. Was so mean. Like, why are people so mean sometimes for the weirdest reasons? Yeah, and. My god, though, messaging first and then like ghosting the other person afterwards is just crazy. That is crazy behavior, you know. I don't know what he was expecting out of that conversation, but like that is like such a waste, you know. He wasted an opportunity right then and there. But bandwagon anime watchers are like exhausting. Like there are big series that are like really good. That's precisely why they're big in the first place, but like there has to be something else, you know, not just that. Well, anyways, at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick break first before my head starts hurting again. Oh, I didn't realize I got a message from one of my coworkers about tomorrow's project. But yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. I will be gone for the entire day tomorrow and I'm not looking forward to it. Okay. Apparently it wasn't an important conversation anyways, he was just ranting about his boss. Okay, yeah. Okay, we can switch over to Genshin now. The 1 hour for Star Rail is up. I just spent the entire time ranting about things. That's how it goes when there's not really like much to do. Ironic, I'm still surprised we actually dragged out the main story for like 11 days. I kind of thought it would like go on even longer, but I guess there were still like limits to like how long you can actually drag out something. Mm-hmm. Such a waste though. It's the weekend tomorrow, but I can't even enjoy it because I have work. At least on Sunday I don't have work, which is like thank God. I feel like I really don't want to like overtime during the week though. I'd rather drag it out for like longer days as opposed to like longer days, shorter time. And like my boss is saying like, oh, you know, you have to come back really quickly. Don't waste too much time there. It's like I feel like I want to waste time on purpose just so I don't have to work under you again. Ugh. I checked my friend list in Genshin. Half of people were lasting 31 plus days. Yeah, that's true also. I just left it as is because I also don't have enough people anyway. So, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, changing the category for a bit. Time to put on my headphones. I realized I didn't put on headphones for like the entire time that I was streaming Star Rail. So I think my neck still hurts from the food poisoning incident, so it's still difficult for me to wear headphones for too long. Oh yeah, well Clover and Dragon Junmei don't really play too much Genshin anymore, I think. I was at 70. Oh yeah, wait, let me... I was at 71, now at 50 something. Oh yeah, look at this stream, Tom. Yeah, protect that stomach for real. It's twice. You know, the crazy thing was, my coworker, like one of my bosses actually told me like, oh, wow, it looks like you got thinner. I was like, yeah, because I got sick. And it's like, oh. Yeah. So sometimes, honestly, one of the worst things you can tell someone is like, "Oh my God, you look better because you got thinner." It's like, no, I got thinner because I got sick. There's a difference, you know. That's not a healthy kind of. It's not a healthy kind of weight loss. Yeah, Zodo is still here. But man, though, they just left it at AR-16, like that's it, which is kind of terrible. I only have 44, and a lot of these are 31 plus days. I just want to get rid of them. Fine, let's just get rid of them. Okay. These people are definitely not gonna be playing anymore anyways. I know, oh my god, Blade! I honestly, that was like the funniest thing ever. I knew that as soon as Blade... This is my friend. This is the one. Yo, look at this. Look at this BP. I bought this for her, you know? I bought this name card thing for her when I was like managing her account. Because that time she wasn't able to finish her BP. Oh, joke. Oh my god. Sorry, I forgot. I forgot. Wait, I was clearing out my friend list for Genshin. Okay, no wonder why. Sorry about that. Yeah. This one. This one. I bought this for her when I managed her account. And then yeah. She gave up Genshin, you know. She made me manage her account for like 2-3 weeks or something because she was like, oh, she's super busy, like could I help her out, you know, start to like level up her characters and all that shit, just to like check out what was wrong with her account, fix her artifacts, fix her weapons and all of that. I bought this and she gave up Genshin like almost immediately after. Like she just didn't even bother getting back the account after I babysat it for like so many weeks. I was so mad. Like, that was such a colossal waste of effort. Like, damn. Oh my god. That was terrible. I'm still really mad about that. You know, I've never actually... I didn't even buy. I don't even buy BP stuff like the fancier BP for the name card. That I bought that for her. We'll leave that here on the off chance. But everyone else is like, nope. Look at how short this list is getting. I'm still mad. Nope. I'm gonna leave this there because sometimes when I need to rant, I need to look at that and remember what I went through. I need to remember that I went through all of that shit for nothing. That was such a waste of effort. My God. Never doing that again. This is why I'm never willing to like just buy stuff for people so easily because you never know what's gonna happen and people could just like straight up take advantage of you without you even realizing it. I check people max friendship character to check who actually plays and deleted with less than 5 or 10. Oh my god, that's such a funny thing. But what if they don't care about friendship points? Like, I care about friendship points. I have everyone at max. Except for the newest ones, but like, yeah, I have everyone else at max. The name cards. It's like such a waste to not get them, even if I don't actually want to use them though. I'm just using the Kaba and Alhaitam one because I spent money on that and I might as well use it. It is pretty nice though, at least. If you're at AR55, you should have at least 10 characters maxed. Yeah, honestly, probably should. I don't even want to actually DPS test. I just want to get the rewards and be done with it. I tried Malvika's simple rotation in this Miliastra world. Oh, did it work out well? After burst, if you wait 2 seconds before doing donut, increase damage. So what? You have to wait? But also 2 seconds? I would not be able to keep track of things like that. I just go like straight up, like doing all the stuff. I have no sense of timing. Oh, this is actually really nice. Oh, I forgot. Wait, I haven't bought the BP yet for this period? This is just straight up Anaxa, honestly. This is just Anaxa. Wait, did I buy the BP already? I'm confused. Yeah, I like that skin, the BP one. Yeah, I like it too actually. It looks pretty good. So hopefully I can do that. Oh, that means we should do the co-op thing soon, right? Isn't it like per week or something? Wait, let me double check that. The requirements per week, right? What's this one? 5 matches. Huh? 5 matches. Something like that. Oh, this one. We need to do this one if you want to get like the 1000 BP for this. Yeah. I forgot about this one. This is already included though if you just buy the regular battle pass anyways. Wait, what's this other fancy thing? Ah, you can buy it directly? I guess. Oh yeah, if you want to clear it now, that's fine too. That's fine too. Oh yeah, Darker, in case you want to do this, you can join us. So you can finish the complete 5 matches in the party or multiplayer room thing. Because this one's like so troublesome, you have to actually like you can't do it like with regular people. You have to actually make a team and then play, which is like such weird requirements. It's like so vaguely written, it's like confusing. Ah, okay. Oh, that's fine too. We can just play that next time in case you guys want to. Yeah, Zelda, I will wait for you. So I start early in the day with game 11 a.m. There's a racing map in Miliastra on CN server. I hope they adapt it here. Wanna try? Oh. Well, racing games are fun actually. I'm not very good at them, but it still seems fun. Oh, Zelda, if you were gonna get the costume, which one do you get? Like the female version or the male version? I like the male version because it reminds you of Anaxa. But the girl version actually looks so nice as well. Just kind of like annoying that it's so hard to get to. I used the male on field actually for fun. Oh! Okay, okay. Wait. Are we on the team now? I forgot how all of this works. Oh, nope, not this one. Nope. Wait, I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Which one is it? This one? Wait, create. My god, I completely forgot how to do all of this. How? Interact? Invite to team? That one? Pick a game, okay. Wait! I'm so tired of this. Which one? I guess this is the easiest one? What is this, Infinity Castle? No, that sounds difficult. Oh, there. There we go. I'm sorry, I'm not very creative. I end up always picking like the easiest things. Oh. I'm surprised it's the third person. Where did that guy come from? Yeah, feel free to AFK. God, working at night now seems exhausting when I think about it, because I feel like I would value my time too much to be working at night when night is the best. It's like the freest time in the day. Although I guess there is less traffic, but it is more difficult to drive at night, so I don't know. Well, anyways, tomorrow will be a difficult day. Have you tried Fire and Ice game in Miliasra? I don't think so. I actually haven't really tried much games. I'm not very creative at like looking for new stuff, and I get bored very easily. Even games like what's that? Exit number 8 or something like that? I thought it was gonna be fun because it was so highly rated, but like bro, it was so damn boring. I didn't know what to do anymore. I kept failing at the stage, so I just like gave up. Also, what happened to that person? Why are they just running around? Why are they not like a tornado? There's also that was annoyingly hard. Oh, I don't know that one. I did try one where you're like mixing a bunch of colors and like those test tube kind of things. That was pretty fun. But I realized it was kind of never ending, so I didn't really want to spend too much time doing it, so I stopped playing. Kind of teamwork game, you have to clear path for each other. Oh. So you do have to, like, it's way better to work with friends. But come to think of it, did I even remove voice chat in this game? Plant vs. Zombies, oh my god. Like, honestly, it's kind of funny, like, how they haven't gotten copyright infringement for all of those kinds of things, but I guess. Wait, I thought they said there was voice chat in Miliastra, or is it only if you're, like, in the lobby? I have to remember to turn that off after this. Also, I feel like I'm the only one actually playing. Where's that third person? Oh, they disappeared! So it's just me left. Okay. It's turned off by default. Okay, nice. Because I really don't want to do that. That seems exhausting. This game mode reminds you of the game series Katamari. Yeah. We're just kind of doing like a bunch of random stuff right now. Just so we can like clear out all of our rewards. Okay, we'll just continue matching this, I guess. Match. Oh, there's another third person. What if someone said forbidden words on your stream and get banned for it? Yeah, that. I would be so mad, you know? That's actually also one reason why I don't want to enable TTS. I don't really see a point in it, other than it's just like causing a way to cause problems for me in the future. It's like you never really know who's gonna drop by your streams like randomly. And so I don't want people to take advantage of things like that. Even if like I'd probably set it to like a really high like channel point requirement, but I don't know. Not worth the risk. Thankfully I don't have smart devices at home as well, so I don't really have to worry too much about that. But you know, like when there's always these horror stories of like people abusing TTS just to say things like, oh, you know, like, Alexa, what is my IP address right now? Or like, Alexa, what is my current location right now? Just to dox the streamer? Like, yo, that's crazy, you know? Yeah, moderation. Yeah, that too. Honestly, like, I mean, I did think about getting mods, but then, like, where would you even find a moderator in the first place? Like, it's hard to, like, set up stuff like one of the things I always worried about, like, what if I opened applications for mods and, like, not a single person, like, accepted or even like applied for it, and I would be so embarrassed. So it's like, nope, I don't want to go through that. But anyways, I think the stream chat is small enough for me to like manage it myself anyways, so it's like not really necessary to rope an additional person into doing things for me like for free, so yeah. But this is also like the same reason why I'm not willing to do things like subathons or donathons or things like that, because like that's like a really lofty goal, and like I don't really have those kinds of aspirations. Because I did see someone before, like, no shade to them, but like they did a subathon. I think they were like day 10 and still not a single person actually subscribed to them, so it's like I felt really bad for them after that. I mean, they were really nice, but like I didn't want to like sub either, so that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, things like that for big creators who like actually have that kind of like audience, but like for regular smaller people it's like, yeah, but maybe not. I don't want to like focus on like the numbers and the stuff like that anyways, so it's best not to think about it too hard, or like not to hyperfixate on things like that. It's like, especially in my case, I don't expect to make a career out of this at all. Like, I do this because I enjoy it, and like that's it. Like, because once you start thinking about profit, you start thinking of it as a job, and like that makes the enjoyment like completely different already. Like, I don't have the mentality of like enjoying work. I actively dislike work, so I can't imagine if I actually turned streaming into a job that I would like it at all. I'd probably just give up if that was the case. Yeah, streaming is fun. Like I also keep like a YouTube channel for like all the all of the VODs that I make, but like I don't expect anyone to watch that either. That's literally like my moment of history. So I know that I did these things and I could see my growth throughout the years. That's also why I have that little follower thing at the upper right corner. It's just to also help me keep track of like my progress throughout the years. Oh, oh, I forgot. I forgot to do the thumbs up thing. Actually, is there any point in doing the thumbs up thing for people? Oh wait, sorry. It's a tactic, you know, USA stupid student was protesting for stupid stuff, and so people don't post their shenanigans. They blasted copyright songs so those videos couldn't be uploaded. Like, oh wow. Yeah, wait, I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah, we did it. We did two. We did two. It counted. It counts. If you're still willing to do a bunch more, so we can like finish this all in one shot and you don't have to think about it for like the next 37 days. Unlock any 5-stage achievements. Yeah, yeah. That's how it goes. Sometimes you just kind of want to do it all at once and then never think about it again anymore. Where is it? Where is my tornado game? There's no way it disappeared, right? Oh my god, it disappeared. Wait, let me search tornado. Or do you have any other suggestions of like rounds you want to do? Oh, there, here it is. Ugh, I really dislike finding the exits and stuff, or like those character ones. That's also kind of exhausting, honestly. It's like, okay, oh yeah, okay, that's good. That means you can just like kind of AFK with this. That's good. That's perfect. Don't have to worry so much about it. Backrooms games. Oh my god. It's one serious seeing a horse. Man, look at that. I'm still using the horse even until now. Still like the funniest skin they've ever given. King. I feel like I always end up starting out this exact same pattern. I always like scoop up all the plants first. Why am I being so mean right now? I'm just like bullying the other person. Yeah, oh my god, I caught up to Fate Strange Fake! I caught up like a while ago, so it's pretty good. The series is getting so fun. At least... yeah. Flat? His name is difficult to say. At least he's actually doing something now. He's so cool though. He's just like so stupidly OP. Like what the heck? That guy just like casually just breaks barriers for fun. And he's like still so polite about everything. Oh, I want to see Enkidu and Gil. Now you'll reveal some fun facts and links with Fate Zero. Sure. Feel free to do so. At least Ayaka's much nicer now. She's not as like annoying in the early days. Mando, I think it's just because before she just kept on rejecting everything, so it was like getting tiring. At least she's like calm now. John guy who got new arm and new berserker master, both family died by Emiya? Oh, the plane? What the heck? Oh, wow, the callbacks are insane. How the Fate series really is just way too huge. Well, it was surprising. I keep forgetting a lot of the characters' names, but like Castor? Like the police guy's Castor? Wait, was that Castor? Yeah. He's honestly really cool. I'm still surprised he was able to make like a noble phantasm, even though technically it was like fake, but still. That was really cool. Oh, victory! Top 75%. Okay, that's kind of terrible score. But I was actively fighting with someone, so... Congrats. Oh, they're level 1 only? Wow. That's surprising. It was his backstory where he killed his mother figure. It was aired on Mother. Oh my god! What? Aired on Mother's Day specifically? Yo, that's wild. That's wild. They really did that. Oh, we have a Naxa right here. Or is this supposed to be Sugilite? Oh, Sugilite. Sugilite's gonna be such an asshole, honestly. But like, damn, I'm excited. When is he gonna come out? I still wish Pearl looked a little bit more robotic on her face though. Like, her arms and legs look very robotic, but her face does not. I think that would have been such a cool design at least if they had like some sort of like lines or markers on their face just to show that she wasn't human. But sometimes they make these characters too human even though they're not. Like Honkai Star Rail has like one of the least amount of diversity in any game I've seen. It's like when you think about like how this is literally a game set in space, you know? They're not even like from the same planets and all that, and everyone looks the same. The only difference is the functions, and like even then it's just like bare minimum because they just have like pointy fox ears and tails. As opposed to like full on like unique mechanics or unique designs about them. And even Pearl still has like the Xianzhou outfit like design with, you know, like the sleeveless, cut sleeves and like Chinese style bodice dress. That caster's cool, they skipped a bit of content. Oh yeah, do you read the light novel? I know it was a light novel originally, right? I'm just gonna avoid that person. We're gonna take forever to reach 5,000 if I just keep bumping into them all the time. I just wanna eat everything and finish quickly so I can move on with my life and do other things. But I also need to sleep. Eventually. But yeah, tomorrow is not gonna be an exciting day. Definitely not. When Castor was alive, he was watching the play on vampires, and sitting beside him was Jester. Complaining how they were showing vampire wrong. They talked about it. And Castor become vampire fan. That's why he got excited when Jester attacked the police station. Oh, so there was like a hidden scene that they didn't show. I didn't know that they interacted beforehand. That's kind of cool. I read the manga, but the manga cover only till episode 7 is on hiatus. Anime adapt the novel. Yeah, it's better. let's go. How many more rounds is that? I think that was 4 rounds, right? So just like one more round, I think. One last, I think. One last, and then we're done. Ooh. 49? Yo, how obsessed is this person with with Lily Astro Wonderland? What the heck? That is crazy. I'm only at 18. That person's at 49. Can you imagine reaching all the way to 49? That literally means they've been playing from the beginning, and I don't really think they missed anything if they were playing that hard. I wanted to read the novel, all volumes I have downloaded, but then they announced the anime. Hold the thought, because I would like to enjoy it without knowing much stuff. Also, so there are English translations already for that? Okay, that's good then. Might have played all the game modes. Yeah, okay. Sometimes it is nice to just get surprised by things occasionally. That's also why I don't really like reading manga too much. Because it just spoils everything. I get less excited when I see it like on the big screen or something like that. Oh, it's old! Okay, I thought it was newer. But man, though, the fact that it's still ongoing is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, how many ongoing series are there for things, and like none of it like really reaches like the outside market because there's no translations. Oh my god, there was actually a big issue because like recently there was this one dude who, in an effort to actually spread his manga to a Western or like more overseas audience, he actually posted translations of his own manga. Like he translated himself. And then he posted it onto those like manga piracy sites, and then his publisher forced him to take it down. So that's kind of sad. Even he was sad about it. He's all like, "What? I can't even post my own work? Like, do I even own nothing?" And yeah. For that reason, I'm not reading Free and Black Clover. It's some good stuff. Yeah, Free and especially because like when you see it in the manga, it's like such a simple scene, like 1 to 2 panels, but then you see them do it in the anime, it's like, whoa, they really went all out. Like that's kind of what it means to like love a series. Like you can tell how much effort the animators are putting into Free, because like damn, every single episode is just like a visual masterpiece. It's crazy. Oh, the other person's beating me. Wow. I did not expect that. Yeah, they don't own their manga technically. Oh, did I shrink? Yeah, I think I lost that round. I got much bigger. Oh well. I think it's gonna be so rare for me to lose in the tornado thing just because like most opponents don't really bother. Are they chasing after me? Please don't. I'm trying to avoid you because I don't want to like waste more time with the point system. They can't eat me. My score is 0. Yeah. That's a really funny thing. Oh, I think I might be able to win this though. Might be able to. Might be able to. Yo, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ha 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 ha. I knew it. Oh, look at that. I still won anyways. What do you mean unranked? What? How am I unranked? Fine, we'll give you a thumbs up for all the effort of trying to murder me in the meantime. Wait, was that the last? Okay, that might be the last already. Let me just double check. Man, though, I'm just surprised that took so much time. Yeah, oh my god, finally done with the 5 stages of multiplayer. These ones are difficult though. Honestly, most of these are kind of like not really achievable. This one still maybe if you find like those new achievements, I guess, but the rest of it is like not so much. Speaking of it about novel, kind of want to make me play some visual novels. Haven't done one in a long time. Yeah, I'm almost finished with Tasukare Hotel. It's been ages. Wait, doesn't Zodo play FGO? Or is it just you? FGO though is like wild. There's like way too many characters. Like 500 plus is crazy. Yeah. I feel like I remember you mentioning that before. This one's so cute. This was such a cute expression. That looks so nice. What is this? Oh, not bad. Exceptional. Which one would I like though? They kind of. What do you mean? Furious' visual novel. Yeah, the dialogue was really bad. Like visual novels only have their dialogue to like back them up, but then like, damn, if you still fail with that, it's like I don't even know it anymore. Oh my god, I'm so sleepy. Oh my god, I feel like I might not be able to last too long tonight. Because I have to wake up early tomorrow and that's gonna be depressing and all that. Oh, I never actually use any of these. There's so many of these that I don't bother with because I get scared. But then actually either way, you still won't be able to use them after a certain period of time. Which kinda sucks, but... I'm eyeing the no existence of you and me at the moment. I should play that soon. Is that on Steam? Wait, let me check that. I'm kinda curious now. Although honestly, I keep buying visual novels but never actually doing anything with them, which is always a bad habit that I have. Oh, I saw another one. The no existence of Morphean Paradox. The Forest of Silver Shallots? Or is it pronounced shallots? Hey, the art style looks pretty nice. But there's also battles. Wait, this is not a visual novel. That's not how visual novels work. Why are there so much stuff? Oh wait, we're talking about different games. Wait, let me just kind of add this because it looks curious, but like... Oh, this is the one that's the visual novel. The other one is not a visual novel, though. She looks really familiar. Her eyes kind of look like another game that I know. But she also reminds me a lot of Miku, honestly. Now available on Steam Early Access. But yeah, generally I always just read through reviews, though. And I always read like the negative reviews first because I want to see if people are all talking about like the same problems. Yeah. Witch of the Holy Night. Of course she's Hatsune. Oh my god, Hatsune Miku variant. Everything's Hatsune Miku. Okay, I know that's the wrong way to say her name, but like I find it funny when they say it in that strange accent. It's Hatsune Miku. ah. Oh wait, Witch of the Holy Night. Isn't that a Fate series? I knew it. It was Type Moon. Of course, it's a Fate series. The art style is always so iconic. They're making a movie out of it though. It's the same world build, but not but without servants. Huh? If it's without servants though, what's like the premise of the series then? I only finished FGO's story up to Tiamat. Does the anime go further? You know the crazy thing is I ran out of these as well. Lesson I have basically nothing. Oh my god, I'm always running out of important things. I'm only like building one character. Why is it so expensive? Oh, I died. Oh my god. Sorry, Barca. Oh my god, did Luga died also? Yo, this is crazy. Having this team is like so terrible. What the heck? Wait, everyone's dying. Everyone's dying. Oh my god, I have no shielder. No shielder to save them. Okay, wow, okay, 2 of my characters died. Never mind, I'm not gonna save them right now. I'm just gonna heal at the statue and come back later. That's way too much effort. I recommend Case File of Lord Elmello. It tells story of Waver after the war and how he became Lord of the Clock Tower. Oh my god, yeah, he was such a cute kid and he turned to like such an old man.
アド
払い清めましょう。いや、行け。
黎明の光を
今宵月を捧ぐ。片付けましょう。洞察と知恵が律令を生む。払い清めましょう。行け。さあ、
ついてこれるか？
His skill really is not that useful.
流れて。
頼んだよ灯火のもとにか
聞く価値もない。はっさあ、雨上がり。瑠璃が月を映す。払い清めましょう。はっ
The Witch of the Holy Night tells the story of a guy who inherited his family magecraft, a rumored witch who lives in a castle, and a non-mage guy who witnessed them doing magecraft, so they have to deal with impossible elimination or constant supervision. I mean, depending on the personality of the guy, you might as well just straight up murder him, so who knows. Like, if he's nice and he seems like he's interested, like, recruit him. If he seems like a bitch, just murder him. That would save you like so much headache later on. Constant supervision is like one of the worst things you could do. It's like such a colossal waste of time and effort to do that. And if this is FGO elimination, always the best option. Yeah, right? That's the easiest, most efficient way to solve a lot of life's problems. Too bad it's illegal most of the time, but you know, you never know, you never know. The world might change in the future.
洞察と知恵が律令を生む。さあ、せ行け。さあ、
So troublesome to get here. Gas leaks, he just all. Oh my god, I remember they keep doing that in Snowfield. They keep saying, oh, it's just like some unidentified gas leak. It's like problems in life cannot all just be solved by saying it's a gas leak, you know?
San
頼んだよ黎明の光を
片付けましょう。いや、払い清めましょう。価格守りし先行よ。来たれ。行け。せ、払い清めましょう。
That's why Church has to be observer of Holy Grail War to hide magecraft from normies in America doing everything with a bang that can't be hidden. Yeah, it's just like so overboard. It's still weird. I don't understand Faldius though. Is he American or something? Why is he doing all of this anyways? Oh my god, it's already midnight. Oh my god. So I think I will just like finish finish a little bit of this before I end for the night. I'm getting too sleepy already, and it's these guys again. This is like every single time I'm here, they're just gonna be here. Poor Varka. Still not fully maxed out. Oh no, wait, I should not have done that. Damn it, sorry, that was my mistake. No, I wasted a lot of EXP. Oh well. This is why you should always read prompts before you click OK.
明日深淵を無事今日の依頼星と深淵
Oh, I did forget to unlock it. No wonder why. From 5 all the way to 14 already? That's definitely something. Okay. Well, actually, I realized I could have gotten materials from here as well. Okay, I definitely need to unlock that soon. Before the weekend is over, at least. Okay, that should be it for today. Genshin was not as fun as I thought, but it's mostly just grinding while talking about other stuff, which is usually how it goes anyways. It's just a yapping stream with like stuff happening on the side. But yeah, thank you so much everyone who joined today's stream. I hope you had a great time chatting with me, listening to all of my trauma as usual. I definitely don't want to keep doing that all the time. It's kind of stressful, but yeah. Valdius and Francesca in cahoots, who knows what they want for now. Yeah, those weirdos for sure. They're a very interesting duo, but I still can't get over his voice because he just sounds exactly like the Trailblazer, so I can't take him seriously at all. Poor Valdius. But yeah. Okay, so see you guys again soon. Not tomorrow though, because I do have work. But definitely on Sunday if I have time. So yeah, see you guys then. Have a great rest of the day, everyone. And goodbye for now.